Hey everybody, it's time for the Goonies 2 on NES. Yeah, just like, so this is along with old Section Z. Funny how that worked out, one PlayStation 1 game in between it. This is one of the first two games that I got it from the same person, in fact. But yeah, so this one was, and it's kind of in the same vein, is that not exactly a game that I knew a whole lot about. I mean, the extent of Nintendo Power coverage for this, I mean, pretty much ever is, again, the same NES, guide from the second issue that I've ever had in 1990, which has, two pictures and, power ratings, which were, they're, Nintendo's kind of, this game is good, this game is not, their grade system for games. Which they quickly adopted for the system. So it's like I knew that they considered it, as of early 1990, considered it to be of quality, but I didn't. And of course I knew the movie even then, but beyond that, I didn't know shit. In fact, I had to beat, just like Section Z, I had to beat this without the internet, without anything. And there's gonna be a point at which I tell you how that it's kind of miraculous that I did through through just that I actually ever beat it. And oh hey, if you will notice, I got to frickin' 300 followers while I was eating my din-din. So that's also awesome. Whether or not it sticks, of course, is its own thing. Yeah, and of course, so the game has the does the whole, it really does take a lot of shades from Zelda, because you have the start menu has the select and and you can, and although it has the front and back map, which is the big innovation, of course, a hard pause with select. But most importantly, it's got that it's got these first person segments, which are, to put it mildly, plenty, they can be, it does take getting used to, because how you move along in them is determined by that image of Mikey, because since he's facing away from you, the movement through rooms is natural. Like, up is up, down is down, left is right, left is left, right is right, yada yada yada. But the thing of it is that in other, when he's facing you, it's reversed, and it can be a little bit disorienting, to be perfectly honest, to deal with that. I mean, it does take some getting used to how, that particular bit of business. And yay, we get key. Well, that is a booby pearl. And this, of course, is the game is a little bit trolly because, yeah, that's something that you use a key for. But the thing of it is, all that has is like a fucking hint. Just so it's kind of a, I mean, obviously, your first time playing, hey, a hint, that's good. But if you're like me and you've beaten this, fuck, I don't even know how many times at this point. The clues are a bit troll. And I don't even think that it's a legit clue, to be perfectly honest. I think it's some trolly ass bullshit. That just said, because a lot of the clue messages in the game are like, it's fun to play the Goonies II, for instance. No, I went the wrong way. And of course, item drops are definitely a thing too, because, oh hey, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so, I mean, granted, there is, like, damn near no penalty for death in this game. I mean, seriously, it's just not a thing. You get respawned right where you were, even in continue. Yeah. This is, of course, a clue about... Yeah, this is a clue here. Because this is, there are glasses in the game, and they do serve a purpose, because old Mikey, apparently his vision has gone to shit. And this little bad boy is a magic locator device. So, yeah. So basically, it tells you where our man, where one of the Goonies is, the other 6 Goonies. Because the plot of this game is the Fratellis have escaped from prison. They want some fucking revenge. And so they decided, oh hey, let's capture all the Goonies. And, well, Mikey, for some reason, avoided the drama for reasons that are not entirely clear. And, oh yeah, and they captured Annie the Mermaid, an original character that Konami just, like, thought up for shits and giggles, basically. But, yeah, that's the gist of the game. Right there. So, yeah. So, I mean, and the irony is that, I mean, because the Fratellis, I mean, Ma Fratelli, who in the movie is played by Anne Ramsey, she only appears in the game over screen and the story screen and the password screen. Not, and in the ending. Sorry, spoilers. I don't know. But yeah, because, like, for instance, see here, that blue spot, that's the locator device in action. There is a Goonie in that room. And in fact, we are going to go and get said Goonie very soon here. there's a damn there's a clue in here, so we don't want that, and I think it's there. Yeah. So yeah, and a firebox is a neat little thing. Because yeah, now you get a sub weapon. You have multiple sub weapons. You have the slingshots that, you know, they're slingshots. They're limited to a whopping 40, and oh my god, power in here is like being fucky again. And yes, and you did see it. That little flash was everything kind of like fading out for a second. But yeah, so you're limited to 40 of those, you know, unless you pick them up. And that spot that I got them, you can get them. And also enemies drop them, you know, on occasion as well. And then the fire bombs, well, obviously, as you see, I've got 5 of them. And yeah, and you can get more. The fire, you know, or the Molotov cocktails, I should say. They call them fire bombs in the game because, you know, Nintendo, but they're Molotov cocktails. Oops, I did the wrong one. But yeah, so that's what but that's at least helpful for that. So, and yeah, and everything, it's worth noting that every section, every distinct section, for the most, you know, there are a couple of exceptions where they're not directly connected and, you know, you can see them, but there are every distinct section for the most part has its own unique color scheme. So, you know, if you remember the color scheme, if you remember the color scheme of the, of it, you can you can figure out where things are going. Okay, so there's... I mean, for instance, like right here. Right there is not an area that we can reach. In fact, actually, the other side of that wall there is... That's one of the final stretches of the game. One of the final stretches of the game, right goddamn there. So it's almost kind of a tease. Yeah, but yeah, it's what it is that, yeah. But that's one of the exceptions. Because there are multiple... Okay, so there is a... And yep, that's a Goonie. And you need a key to free them. And they're all one of the specific Goonies. There are some of them some of them have direct hints in the game via clues or their dialogue. I can't remember which of the Goonies this one is. It's one of the boys because, again, if you were... Yeah, and here's a bomb box, which allows us to drop normie, bombs. Regular schmegular bombs. But yeah, so now this area we're done with pretty much until, again, we're not going to be back here till the bitter end of the game. Like the truly the bitterest of ends of the game. Right? Yeah, we won't be back till the... I'm looking because I have a little map that's got numbers the doors. But yeah, we won't be back here till... Yeah, because you saw how Mikey was facing you. The directions are reversed from the normal. I had to press down, for instance, to get back to this area. And it is kind of... Again, it is a little bit on the disorienting side, but, you know, you do get used to it. And, of course, and it should be worth noting, as you see, you get an extra bar of energy for every Goonie that you, save. Mind you, though, you have to fucking save all of the Goonies to beat the game. You absolutely have to. There are no ifs, ands, ors, or buts. Yeah, this is a warp zone. Yeah. And you will see old men. Yeah, there are all sorts of weirdos in here. In these caves. Or the passageways. And yeah, and well, speaking of... Oh shit. This is what happens when you talk. Because the enemies do spawn, and it is, yeah, it does get to be something. So, yeah, that's for sure. Especially since everything is all there. So, let's see. So we got a couple of things in here. And yes, you can hit those people. Okay, so this is a transceiver. And what that does is that so here's what happens when you use the transceiver. Yeah, so it's basically every time you go into one of the passageways, you will get in touch with somebody. For instance, here's Andy, and Andy's like, "Hey, I'm freezing." So the clue here is that Andy is in one of the freaking in one of the ice sections. Which, I mean, is not the most helpful. And oh yeah, and here's where we... Cause is this fucking... I need to remember. If this is the one. And So yeah, this is yeah, so this is where we're gonna get some fun stuff where there's gonna be there. So here's the thing. Since she's mean and everything, here's what, and this is what I did not know until the internet. I don't remember if I saw it on GameFAQs or if it was when I got the, the official Nintendo Player's Guide, which I didn't get until like the 2000s because I don't remember why I didn't, because it was still on sale through Nintendo Power when I subscribe to Nintendo Power, I think, or maybe it had just lapsed. I can't remember. But anyway, and yeah, the translation's a little bit screwy here. So you gotta hit this old lady. Five times to get this. I did not know until the internet. So, I can't remember, but yeah. Because what I ended up happening, this is like a legitimate thing. And it was, I think it was almost entirely by accident. Because when I was playing, by the time that I got my hands on this game, I was playing all of my games using the NES Advantage. We had gotten it on, this will be very Northeast specific. We got it on clearance for the princely sum of $40 at the liquidation sale for the Zayres on the Barry Montpelier Road in Vermont. If the reason why that store was getting liquidated is because Zayres got merged or bought out by Ames, another regional chain that, like, practically none of you watching this now or in the future will fucking remember. But anyway, Ames got it, and the thing of it is that they had two locations. There was Zayres, like, right down the road from the Ames, and the Ames was the one that was determined to have the better life. And, well, let's be perfectly honest, that Zayres was, like, one of the only stores in that little strip mall that had anything in it at that time. And in fact, did for the longest time, because there had been there were a bunch of smaller lots. One had been an arcade, and another, which survived for quite a while. I can't remember if it did close before we moved in December of 90, but I know there was an arcade there at one of the smaller stores, and there had been a grocery store, which in all of my time in my life, I can remember maybe a couple of times we actually went there, because for the most part it was just, there was never anything in it all through the 80s, if that's my memory of the situation. And anyway, so that the Zayres was forfeit because that was basically a dead little strip mall, whereas the Ames was in the strip mall that that still exists. I don't know what the hell the Ames became at this point, but the other stores that I can recall were the PNC, which is now Price Chopper, and the Kinney Drugs, which is another brand of drugstore. But yeah, so the fact is but that's where we got it. But anyway, if you know the NES Advantage, you know that there's a turbo for the start button, or is it because of the turbo for the A button? I think it's the turbo for the... Yeah, it's the turbo for the A button. Is that allowed me to do it. Because, yeah, that's how I discovered it. Because in the action segments, I quickly determined that having turbo on for A made no damn difference in the size of your jumps. Because in a lot of games, the turbo button, turbo A doesn't, doesn't have an effect. It doesn't, like shrinks your jump, because it's like, fast button presses. This is a game where that doesn't happen. So the thing of it is that I went into, there are rooms. So there are rooms that are dark, and apparently I, had the A turbo on, and I went into the tools, and then bam, the lights turned on. Even though I didn't have the candle, I didn't even realize. I just knew that I could pull that off. And it wasn't until the internet, because I never thought, fucking hell. The idea of hitting a goddamn lady in a Nintendo game is kind of crazy to think of. I mean, seriously, you have to hit her 5 times. Which is fucking crazy. Hell, this game, Konami Man is in this game, and if you hit him, he stops healing you. So it's like completely counter to anything else in the game. So yeah, so it was kind of crazy that I just totally did not, think of it. And if it wasn't for the fact that I was using a turbo controller, I would have been fucked, because there are dark rooms, and there are items in the dark rooms. I mean, they're not necessarily I don't think any of the required items per se. But I could be wrong. I think there are rooms where there's some shit in them. We'll see, obviously. But yeah, it was kind of it's kind of an oddball circumstance that, hey, that I found, the circumstances upon which I discovered this, this whole thing were kind of crazy. Yeah, and the Molotov cocktails, here's the thing. That took 2 hits to hit that scorpion with my freaking, with my, yo-yo or the slingshot. It takes a hell of a lot more. So, yeah, that's the benefit, the prime benefit of having the, them. And yes, once you... Yeah. Oh, hey, look at that. Right fucking here. So, yeah, so... I mean, yeah, so... The thing of it is that's what would happen. Obviously, I can't show it since I got the candle. But yeah. Because let's see. Speaking of such things. And we got another locator. And... yeah, because like this, you can't like find the, you can fumble around, but you can't like find the key. And the thing of it is, the keys, they give you more, they increase your capacity for keys, which is a kind of a big deal, to be perfectly honest. And here's our man, Konami Man. Yeah, that's what he does, which can be helpful. But again, you hit him and he'll be like, yeah, fuck you. Justifiably so. I mean, he's not in a he's only in a handful of spots, but it's still a big thing. And yeah, the second that you, as soon as you collect these items, as soon as you collect items, you're kind of set to go. You're good to go, and you're gonna have, pardon me. You're gonna have, oh, excuse me. Once you have these items, and that's the thing. Collecting just one is enough for, a little bit of stuff. I mean, okay, so we're going. Oh, 10. Okay, so. Yeah, because. I mean, it does not hurt that. Let's not lie. A lot of what this game, pulls off or does is very much a. Here's our ice area, and in fact, if I remember right, okay, so. And of course, yes, and, well, that is an element that has certainly, not dated itself very well. Making enemies out of, yeah, because since I don't remember where everything is. Yes, and the glasses are pretty much a required item, because the glasses, you need to use them to, you need to use, they kind of take the place, in a lot of rooms they take the place of hitting items. So it's kind of like you need it. And well, yeah, there's a water level, but we can't go into it because we don't have the diving suit yet. And the lovely thing is the boomerang. The boomerang is very useful because it's got basically full screen range to it. Plus you can, you can, fling it in more than just straight forward and straight ahead. So it's pretty much, it's definitely something that you want, like really want. So let's see. However, That's all we're... So, there is a passageway. This does go to here. Or no. Oh, no. The passageway's the... There. Yes. Yeah. There's, so... Ignoring his, name, which is, obviously a, is obviously recognized now as a racial slur. This is a mistranslation. And, yeah, Legends of Localization went into this, and it's like a reference to, like, an old, like really old, comedy, routine that was really well known in Japan, even in the 80s. It predated the 80s by, like, I think it dates back to, like, the 60s in Japanese television. So, I mean, you know, again, I think the slur, you know, I think the slur is part of, like, the joke. Fuck it. We'll pull it up. Because we gotta know. Oh, hey, look at that. Goonies. Yeah. In fact, yeah. Look at that. So, here we go. So. And, well, yeah. No bueno on, Clyde Mandolin for not, updating the language. I understand that's his name, but, you know, and I understand, you know, that's how we identify, but, it is a racial slur. Just putting it out in the universe, not trying to start any fights with any fucking famous retro community people, but I'm just saying. So, anyway, you know, so, the Japanese basic translation, I am a slur, I'm not going to fucking say, because I'm not stupid. You didn't call for me, oops, my mistake. And, you know, well, English version, you can see it, no, you know, we've seen it on screen. So, it might not seem like much in English, but the Famicom line is referencing a classic Japanese comedy gag created by Hitoshi Yoake back in the 60s. The famous joke being, you didn't call for me, oops, my mistake. So, so the joke, the line, yeah, so. And of course, yes, old Japanese isn't documented. Of course it isn't, because fucking that sort of thing doesn't have any goddamn... Weebs don't give a shit about, you know, something like that, you know, normie stuff. I mean, there are plenty of people that go through the history of the NES and the, you know, and certainly all of the games for the system, for this system's history, you know, US and Japanese, that fucking complain endlessly about the baseball games, and it's like, yo, baseball's like super goddamn popular in Japan, like more than it is here. I mean, seriously, that's a reason why there's so many baseball games, because it is hyper popular. It's like a freaking football game. The fact that we have a zillion football games, well, until EA fucked it all up, you know. But anyway, let's read on here. So, this is Ricky and his fellow communists on an old variety show called Shabadama Holiday, aka Bubble Holiday. That's the translation. Many of these shows aired live and contained short comedy skits. So, I mean, yeah, so pretty much similar to this, I mean, because a lot of foreign markets are like were until the internet like a good 5 to 10 years behind in terms of certain TV conventions behind the US. So in the 60s, I'm pretty sure that live comedy is kind of equivalent to where US comedy was. Like our, a similar show would be like something like Your Show of Shows or Ed Sullivan or what have you. In fact, hell, yeah, that sort of strand that dates back, During one show, Yuki's apprentice made a mistake and told he needed to go on stage one skit too soon. He wound up walking into a skit that he had no part in, so everyone was confused when they saw him. Before running off the stage, he quickly ad-libbed the line, "Oh, you didn't call for me? Oops, my mistake." The staff and the audience laughed so much that the phrase became a regular gag for the rest. Yeah, that's live TV. So it's a classic live TV moment. So even if they had... And he has a video. We won't watch it. And there's also... This actually comes to us having hit the lady. So they, ouch, what do you do? And it's like, ow, what are you doing? The Japanese line sounds like normal everyday text. The oddness in the English line was non-native. Yeah, well, yeah, duh. That's a lot of the lines in the game. They either have space limitations or somebody just dropped in literal translations. Because Konami games in this era, it's clear that the American staff didn't give a shit, like, at all, because some of the manuals just are complete, are just completely take the piss out of the game to the point of being absolutely disrespectful. I mean, like, the Metal Gear manual is a classic one because the story in the manual doesn't even match what's in the actual game. And they added some weird, like, reference. There was like a weird reference to Dave Letterman and the Turtles manual, and there's like some of the character names they think up are goofy, even by the standards of NES and Famicom, enemy names. I mean, they really were kind of. There was at least one person on Konami's of America's NES staff that was a total shithead. So, yeah. So like this, for the welcome here, this is Warp Zone. You've done well. So, it's... So, anyway, the English line is a little... In Japanese, the old man speaks... So, this is definitely lost, even in the basic translation. He speaks in, like, olden tongue, And, here, yeah, it's fun to play Goonies II. Whereas in Japan, references the last game, which, of course, only came out in America as a Versus system game. I mean, and speaking of said AIM strip mall and said PNC, the Versus Goonies, that one of the first place I ever saw a Goonies arcade game was in the PNC. The grocery store. Because for years they had like one or two arcade machines near the front. They had like Donkey Kong Jr. for eons, and they had again Versus Goonies. They probably had others that I've completely forgotten, but I remember those over the course of the 80s. But yeah, so, and he doesn't have any popularity, blah blah blah. That's completely secondary. But yeah, so that's what we're dealing with here. But yeah, so it's kind of like, so yeah, they missed a thing. The problem is that, you know, that I am not shocked that both the Japanese and the US would have the racial slur, because it was a normalized thing until relatively recently. But goddamn, y'all, it is not aged one fucking bit. And we are going to use... Yeah, so I'm going to show you why this is so good. Because, again, as I said, goes up there. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. And you can duck there. And when you're jumping, yeah, you can do up. And I believe, if I remember right, it's also a little bit stronger. Maybe, maybe not. But, you know, it is ridiculously useful. Okay, so we are... Okay, so we're going up. Here's a helmet for you. So, the helmet is a carryover from the first game. In this instance, the damn thing, what it does is that it, probably should have, you know, to be perfectly honest, it probably should have gotten this first, if I remembered, you know, to show it off. But the whole point of it is that it's, that the icicles that fall from the ceiling, this'll block it, which is definitely very helpful. But again, it's something that was an item that was in the first game. I can't remember if there's a element in the story. I can't remember if there was something in the story of the movie that... Oh, poopy. Oh, hell. Yes, and that's right. The flames from the Molotov cocktails can hurt you. Because, of course, you know. Okay, so what's in here? Oh, we gotta... Oh, yeah, that's right. We got Andy to rescue. Yeah, see? There, the helmet. Doing its job. So, let's see. That's just gonna be Clue. And, yeah. Yeah, so the respective Goonies do not in any way, shape, or form resemble their actors. I mean, the girls have one look, the boys have another, and that's all you need to know, basically. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Toji.
Yo, Joe!
I am doing well. How are you tonight? And more importantly, let me give you a shout out here. Right on. And if you are not... Oh. Come on. I see. No problem, Toji. You're always worth it. So, if you are not familiar with Toji, Toji streams all sorts of retro, all sorts of hacks, all sorts of fun stuff. Likes to groove out. Toji's been super busy with real life lately, though, so it's been quite a while since we've had a Toji stream, but you know, I am certain that real life will finally bow to Toji's wishes and we'll get another one soon enough. Right on. So, anyway, oh goodness, so we got... Oh yeah, this is the part in the game where I get angry. Because, let's see, front... Where is that? Yes, we got a bomb. Yeek, yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do. What the hell? There is supposed to be a fucking... My birthday is next Thursday. There's supposed to be a goddamn door here. Huh. There's... Oh, for the love... I know there's a freaking yeah. Oh, I absolutely will. The birthday stream itself is gonna be a big ol' 12-hour beast because I am crazy. 12-hour, potentially more beast because I am crazy, apparently. And I have crazy ideas. I don't need a key. I have a key. Yep. That is the plan. Oh. Oh, poopy. It's gonna despawn. Yes, it did despawn. I knew it was gonna despawn. I swear to God. Maybe it's regular bombs. I don't remember. But I know. I mean, we're talking things that I've done on this very card. Finally! Jesus. That was... yeah. Because these are the hyper shoes. Because when you have the need... Carrie, I'm not going to answer that question. Yeah. Now we got the need for speed. And also, we got these fuckers. Because they steal your boomerang. I hate them. Everybody hates them. Well, amazingly, I got through it without losing the boomerang. I'm taking my Fifth Amendment rights to... Hey, Praise! Have you come here to defend me or to bury me? Unlike certain other people that just showed up. You see, Toji shows up and it's like, you know, all friendly happiness, and then Carrie shows up and I just get racked for no good reason.
Demon fire, bad. Phoenix fire, on the other hand, good. Yes, it brings us back to life. Let me get at that ball sack.
That's right.
Oh, that's how you do it. Ha ha ha! Oh, well, no, you're not supposed to get smashed like that.
Okay, I hate to run to a break in the middle of a quality conversation, but I need to use the facilities here, so I will be back shortly. I am going to run an ad because, you know, just to do it. But yeah, so I will be back. That's a lie. I gotta pee. Do I need to video it? No, I'm not going to video it. Don't even suggest it. But anyway, I will be back. There will be an ad run. Bad praise. Bad praise. Go to bed. And I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. We are, let's see. We are a little under. Roughly halfway through the game. Yeah, go ahead and lie down, Carrie, and take care of yourself. Migraines are no freaking fun, so let's see. What's down there? Okay. Yeah, because that only... I cannot stand by this assassination, this libel against my good name. Okay, so that's just a freaking clue in that room, so we don't need it. Oh, these freaking guys. These skeletons are... Okay, let's see here. So, there is... Let's see. Yeah, there is nothing that... Yeah, there's nothing that I need here. I will. I'll let him know that you abandoned him. Okay, so... We're all dying. Every one of us is dying. Okay, so what is in... No, there is nothing in here. We're just going... Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you hell. If you're going to give me hell, I'm going to give you hell. It's the way this works. So, let's see. We are going all sorts of places here. So, let's see what we're going to do. We're going to go up first. Because I said so. Thank you. Again, take care of yourself. Get, not migraine. Okay. Okay, so keys, more keys. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the goofy ass one with the Lost Level style drama or Lost Woods. Okay, and this. Yeah, we are up. Yeah, so we have saved half the crew. Of course, we do not have locator devices for the rest of a set aforementioned crew, but you know, there's only so much you can fucking do here. Thanks, Toji. Okay, so we got a goodie in here, which is a frickin' firebox. So, hooray, more Molotov cocktails! More mayhem and death. Okay, so... Okay, so let's see here. And there we go. Ye old diving suit. So. No, of course I can't fall down there. That would have made sense. Okay, so let's see. That is... There we go. More bombs. We are moving along here. You've got a waterproof coat, which I probably should. No wonder the guy freaking told me to go here first, because that means the geysers are nothing. But I wanted to do it my way, because I always want to do it my way, because I am a stubborn old bastard. Goodness, where's the freaking... Okay. Oh, I see. We gotta go all the frick. We got a whole bunch of frickin' backtracking to do now. Although, if for some reason the Garrett dies, he will not be upset. Oh, wow. Yes, yes. I probably should have just, I probably should have gotten my password and gone back to the frickin' start like a smart person, but no. That would have taken too long. Oh yeah, that's right. So, let's see. We gotta go. Oh, frig. Yeah, we gotta go back to the water frickin' part, so. Oh, I don't have a... Well, that's gonna make dealing with the fucking... Shit. Well, there goes my boomerang. Never fails. It's not a complete playthrough of this game without these dinks taking away the boomerang. At least once. Thank you, Konami man. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so this is... So, I'm dumb. This is the door I want to go into. Okay, so we want... Okay. Time for a diving suit. Drama here. Okay, so there's a... Okay, so in that little U-shaped place, we've got a secret door. I, of course, do not have any bombs of any trade, but give you another life. We just got a free man's. That's the, yeah. That's the benefit of that place. Or that dude. The creature from Black Lagoon gave us another man's. He's so nice. So, first, gotta go here because this is one of the more important places in the game. Yeah, because the ladder is a required to beat this game thing. And the bomb box too. Yep. Shit. Now, I gotta farm for some keys. Which means we gotta go around here again. All right. I think that's data. I think that's why we get the you're 2 minutes late business, if I remember right. But anyway, we got another place to go. Oh, poopy. Okay, so what's the trauma here? Oh, yeah. got some keys. Oh, with the bitter irony. Oh, I think the locate. Yeah, there's supposed to be a locator here, but I think that since I think I got the Goonie associated with it because so no worries on that front. So let's see here. Oh. Well, hooray. Jumping shoes. The best of the three pairs of shoes. By far and away. The irony is that if we had, you know... This is actually the pathway to the end, but since we're too Goonies shy here, we don't get to indulge. In such behaviors. So, let's see here. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, whoever put together the ordering for... I mean, I understand. Yeah, it must be the jump shoes must be required to get to the next part because you have to go across the freaking bridge again. Yeah, because the spring shoes just, yeah. They trivialize just about every goddamn jump in the game. Oh, frig. So, yeah, so let's see. We're gonna go. Okay, so up. Motherfucker. I hate those things. I really do. Especially since Mikey is just not... He's just not agile enough to fucking pull off what needs to be done. So... Yeah, you need... So, let's see here. Okay, so bomb box. Yeah, and this is where we get to the funky designs for the house segments. Oh, thanks, game. Shit. Okay, so it is supposed to fucking have something. Hold on. There's an actual fucking walkthrough. Oh, you freaking moron, Garrett. There were... Fuck me. Well, now we gotta fucking... I have a farm for keys. Can you please? Thank you. Frig. Come on. Okay, so yes, a definitely prudent thing. We also have okay, now it's front end. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, so of course I'm about to fucking lose one of those delightful lives. So let's see here. So we want to go round. So we want to go down. down. And not down the fucking hole. Yeah, some of the jumps can be a little finicky with the damned thing. So, let's see. Will take us to a point where we can get to another freaking far off corner of the game. Oh, I want to go up. Okay, so what's in the store? There's nothing. Yes, this is where we get to face dinosaurs. And they are total fucking hit sponges, of course. Thing of it is that, let's see, we are going to be, so let's see here, because we're not going all the way through this little branch. No. Actually, we are. And there we go. We got our last Goonie. It is the rush to the damned end. I didn't get all the things because the routing in this is like kind of fucky. There's an entire section that I haven't. The section of the upper of the main, you know, house that I haven't even been to. Okay, out of this fucking place. Okay, so fucking. Yeah, so, yeah, we're freaking all the way to start of the back section of the game. So, yeah, this, of course, is a good thing because we, again, have everybody. It's just time for Annie. Yeah, there are multiple doors we could go after. The thing of it is, the only thing in the upper attic that we could go after is a freaking... It is a firebox and more firebombs. It's really not worth it, to be perfectly honest. So, the thing of it is that we need to get our way to freaking her. That needs to go to 30. So, we need... go here, back to the start area, what we're going to do retrace our steps. To that one place. Good job, me. The irony, of course, with this all being naturally is that I mean, I get back my goodie bag, but, you know, for like fucking 2 seconds. So where was it? It's fucking... Okay, so we're gonna... So in the front... Yeah, we gotta... Go this way and then down. Right? I'm not losing my mind here. I think I'm losing my mind. I think I did stupid. Hold on a second. Did I do a stupid? Hold on, 53, 54. Oh, it's adjacent to it. Garrett, you moron. Yeah, I do have to go up into the attic. Yeah, because 50 brings to 50 to 51. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do have to go to the attic. I'm stupid. It's that you can see the last door from here, is what I'm thinking of. Whatever, I got my damn boomerang back, so... It's not... It wasn't entirely a waste. So I'm gonna... But anyway, so yeah, the attic is the gateway into the frickin' last bit of the game. Because you gotta go here. Because there's this, remember this, in the first room with the ladder hole. Yeah, and the attic's kind of a pain. Because, yeah, there's 2 doors up here. One has a clue. There's 3 doors up here besides this one. One has a clue. One has nothing. And then the other one is where we need to go. So. And yeah. And those guys are no fun at all. So, yeah, so. No. Yeah, our last item of the game. I think there's. God damn it. Oh, that's because there's no fucking... God damn it. Brain is being stupid. And also, fingers are being stupid. So. I cannot for the life of me remember which door it was. That's what we have things to help me. Yeah, it's the top one. Of course it's the top one. And here we are at the end of the game. And yeah, that's the thing. And yeah, luckily for us, Japan did not get a more graphic depiction there. But yeah, Nintendo never fucking noticed. Which kind of sums up the this game's notoriety. Nobody ever noticed. And that is it. Pretty simple, you know. Peace returns to Goondocks. Yada, yada, yada. Although you do have to press start to, you know, get... you know, get out of the game over screen. That's something. So, anyway, let us go.